nobody in this room, not even my wife knew that we were going to be doing this presentation 24 hours ago from this second. I don't think I announced it to after 10-ish or somewhere around there. We have people who drove up from Houston that came all the way from Australia, as well as New Zealand. Make some noise, New Zealand, Australia. I do seminars around the world under the umbrella of entrepreneurialism, so watch this. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Funny thing about Australia, my birthday is January 26th. That means nothing to you guys, but that is Australia Day. That's my birthday. So we have people who flew in for an event that we had, about 8,000 to 9,000 people in Houston, Texas. And I just figured, you know what, coming out of that powerful event, I want to hit the ground running, and I want to make myself available to my home. It's funny because many of you said, Johnny, thank you for coming here and doing this. Like, y'all don't know I live here. I came like 3 minutes away. You guys are the one who came. Like, I'm like right down the road. This is my corporate headquarters, but I am here to talk about it. So I'll give a little background on myself, and then you'll understand who we are and what we're doing. Well, you'll understand who I am and why I'm here. I teach entrepreneurialism around the world. If you look over there on that board, you'll see Wimbrey Training Systems Journey to Wealth. That tells you that my office is somewhere in this building. So I have been teaching entrepreneurialism since I was 27 years old. Since I was 25 years old, and I'm 45 today. 45 years old, and so that's 20 years. 20 years I've been teaching entrepreneurialism on a global platform, if you will. And I'm that guy that teaches all entrepreneurialism. I teach leadership and high-level corporate executives and things like that. More boot camp type style trainings when it comes to high-level executives, more on a smaller scale, maybe 12 people at a weekend boot camp or something like that. And those individuals will pay a lot of money just so there's nobody else there but them. So this is kind of what I do. And even with everything that I do, I want you to understand there are many companies that I could be a part of. There are many companies that will pay me millions just to be, their director of training, if you will. This company that I'm about to share with you is the only company that I'm branding my name with, and you're going to understand why in just a second. Now, I have been in the home-based business arena since I was 25. So this is not the only company that I've ever done, but this is the company that I label myself with, hopefully for the rest of my life, and you'll see why in just a second. It's a new opportunity. How many of you understand? Is it better to get on an airplane when it's on the ground or in the air? Okay. How many of you have seen things, you got excited about it, but then you found out they were already in the air? And it doesn't mean that it wasn't a good opportunity for you. It just wasn't the same opportunity as a person in front of the room talking about it. And typically that's what I don't like about the industry of home-based businesses. And I shoot people straight. Let me just tell you right off the cuff. I was good before either of you showed up. I'm going to be good when you leave. Understand? Like, I don't need not one person in here in my life. I want you in my life, but I don't need you in my life. So I'm not coming up here to beg or anything like that. So I'm going to shoot you straight. Is that fair? And I'm going to talk to you like I would want somebody to talk to me, especially if I only had an hour, and that hour could change my life forever. So I love the umbrella of entrepreneurialism. The reason I teach this industry to the masses is because anybody can join. Like, on any level. You can become a Mary Kay rep for a very small amount of money and have an amazing opportunity in front of you if you're passionate about that product. And there are so many other companies that are out there under our umbrella. And if I name a company, it's because I respect them. If I name a company, it's because I'm not intimidated by it. Ain't nobody going to be running out here joining Mary Kay when you see this, trust me. So there are companies like Amway. Name another company that's created more first-time millionaires in a home-based business other than Amway. Name another, any company. You can't. Neither can I. I've studied this stuff like it's science. So when people criticize Amway, I'm like, what did Amway do to you? Oh, well, it just didn't work. No, you didn't work. You didn't work. The guy or the girl in front of the room got you super excited about going to talk about toothpaste. You ain't never in your life been excited to talk about toothpaste. That's the problem. The problem is the people in front of the room, like us, we want to get you excited about something. Basically, the essence of network marketing and home-based business started like this. Let me show you how to get paid to do what you already do. You drink water. Let me show you how to make money to drink water. You wear lipstick. Let me show you how to make money to wear lipstick. I'm not knocking these companies. That's the essence of everything that is about. You take nutritional products, pills, potions, lotions, whatever it is, and I'm guilty of that. Now, I probably take more vitamins a day than most people I know on the planet, and I'm not exaggerating. I take vitamins in the morning, I take vitamins at night. But guess what? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about my electricity. I don't care about your electricity. And what happens is all these home-based businesses that are out there, legit, nothing wrong with them, but they want you to believe you have the power to change people's electricity. You ain't never in your life talked about electricity. And you get so caught up into the compensation plan, you get so caught up into the fact that there are people in front of the room who are millionaires and they're convincing you that anybody could do it. That's the part I don't like. Your Uncle Cornbread cannot do entrepreneurialism. It's not the company doesn't work, it's your Uncle Cornbread don't work. His name is Cornbread. Ain't nothing going to work for him. He just needs to stay focused on life and just be a faithful employee. Just kidding. But here's the negative part. The negative part about home-based businesses, and if I say something that makes you feel uncomfortable, it doesn't mean it's not true. Right. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right. Like, you don't have to like what I say for it to be true. Right. The truth is the truth is the truth is the truth. The reason that most people run from home-based businesses, and the reason that most people say like, oh my God, not another one, is because you reflect back to something in your past. Maybe it was a family member, a next door neighbor. They got involved with the magic juice that's going to save your life. And if you drink this juice, you're going to live forever. But the only way to get this juice is you got to join this company. And this juice right here comes from the Amazon jungles. There's a bean and a berry mixed together, and God gave us the patent on it, and nobody else can use it. We have the documented formula. That's bull. That's where people get lost in home-based businesses, because it doesn't take long to figure out you can go right across the street to Whole Foods and find that exact same juice for 10% of the price that these network marketing companies are selling it for. Not saying it doesn't work. I'm not knocking it. I'm just telling you the truth. The truth is, most companies want you to be expert pretenders. And when you become that expert pretender and you start running off your family members and running off your neighbors because you're not normal anymore, and you're like, well, they're just negative. No, you're not normal. You have never, ever talked to this person about makeup and the toxins that are in makeup. And if you don't switch your makeup, you're going to die. You've never had that conversation until you were paid to have it. And that's the problem with network marketing. That's the problem with home-based businesses, because you want to act like you care about somebody's health. And the truth is you don't. You just care to make money off educating them on being healthy. There's nothing wrong with it. Just be honest. If you really cared about my health, you saw me over there with interject, whatever it is. You were walking through Whole Foods. You could have bought me some pills that, help my digestive system. You knew I was screwed up in that area. You said it right. You saw me eat that jalapeno pizza. You know I needed help. The only reason you ain't never walked out of Whole Foods with something for your neighbor is because you weren't financially incentivized. Which means you don't care. Not that you don't care about them as a person. You don't care to talk about it. Stop acting like you care about my electricity bill. You don't care about my electricity bill. Stop acting like you care about the shower head, the toxins and the cancers and all this other stuff that's coming out of my shower head, and I'm inhaling this into my lungs. You don't care. If you cared, you would have went to Sears and sent some screenshots that says, hey, I'm about to buy one of these. You want me to get you one too? That's why people run from home-based businesses. Because you got a whole bunch of professional pretenders out there that are acting like they care about stuff that they really don't. I'm not saying this in a negative way. I'm telling you why your parents, your uncle, your brother, your sister, when you call them on the opportunity, they're not interested. It's not that they're not interested in you. They just don't want, they don't want the weirdness. They don't want the weirdness of you being excited about something only because there's money attached to it. That turns a lot of people off and it becomes weird. So when I teach entrepreneurialism under this umbrella, I say, listen, if you join a home-based business and you're only excited about the compensation plan, you're going to get burnt out. Right. You got to fall in love with the product. Right. You got to fall in love and you got to become a product of the product. How do I become a product of the product of electricity? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? And I know people who make millions. Most companies that you can name in network marketing, I know the top money earners. And if they were sitting in the room, I would say the exact same thing. I don't alter my presentations or the truth for anybody. And with all that being said, what you're about to see, you'd rather be doing it than looking at me right now. And that hurts my feelings a little bit. That's how powerful our opportunity is. You would rather have our product in your life right now than to be here in South Lake, Texas. You want me to prove it?
Yes, sir.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Go with me. I want you to picture a place anywhere on the planet. Money can't stop you from being there. Time can't stop you from being there. Anywhere in the world, I want you to visualize that place. What are you hearing in the background? What do you smell? Who are you holding hands with? Who's sitting next to you? Who's laying next to you? How does it feel when you walk? Somebody tell me where you are. Cancun, Barcelona, Dominican Republic, Dubai, Bahamas, Hawaii. Nobody says South Lake, Texas. That's my proof. The proof is you want to be there and not here. What if I can show you how to get there? What if I can show you how to earn getting there? What if I can show you how to get paid, not to just do what you do? Remember earlier I said, in network marketing, typically we show people how to get paid to do what they do. So if you brush your teeth, let me show you how to get paid to brush your teeth. There's nothing wrong with that pitch. I just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to tell you that I brush my teeth 2 or 3 times a day. I don't care if you know, but it ain't nothing I want to talk about. You feel me? Yeah. Let me show you how to do what you love to do. So if I can show you how to get paid to do what you love to do, the word changes. Love. You talk about what you love. You want me to prove it? Think about somebody who's going on vacation and it's coming up soon and they work with you. They sat next to you at the cubicle in the office or whatever it is. You got to hear about their vacation 6 months before they go. And you got to see the pictures for 90 days when they come back. People love to brag about where they're going. Those people, that's who I want to talk to. Because they're doing it for free. Let me show you how to get paid to do what people already love to do, and they're doing it for free, whether we exist or not. How many of you love building social media platforms? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all these other ones, Twitter, whatever's out there, TikTok. And the reason I say love, because it's fun. It's fun taking pictures and saying, like, sometimes even when you eat, it's like, I'm eating this, you're not, nanny, nanny, let me post it. That's really what we're doing. We're saying nanny, nanny. I'm traveling here, I'm at Niagara Falls, you're not, nanny, nanny. That's what we do on social media. And how much money have you made to do that? Who got paid? Name him. Say his name. Mark Zuckerberg. Do you know for the first, now I'm getting to the educational part of entrepreneurialism. Do you know since Adam and Eve, dang, y'all got quiet. Since the beginning of time, other than maybe Pharaoh, we created the world's youngest billionaire for free. Only reason I said Pharaoh, because he had slaves. Going way back. In today's world, not one person in here can say that your parents or your parents' parents lived to see that. We live in a time where we create billionaires for free. Why? Because we're distracted by fun. We're distracted when we're posting. There's nothing wrong with it. But have you ever thought about that? You created the world's youngest billionaire for free, and you were having fun when you did it. Anybody want revenge? Anybody just want a little percentage of what you created for free? You're about to see how we're getting revenge right now. Now, hopefully I got your attention. Who is here? Listen, do not exaggerate. I need 100% honest transparency or this will not work. What I'm about to do, I've never done before. I've never even practiced doing it. So this is the first time I had a vision of it, and I've thought about it again and again and again, but for some reason I've never done it. Tonight, I'm doing it. Y'all don't even know what it is. Babe, play the music. Just kidding. Who is here for the first time? You don't know who we are. You've never seen it. You can't spell it. You've never seen a presentation ever. Raise your hand. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Can I use, since you're this close, can I volunteer? If you don't mind. What's your name? Dominique. Dominique. Give it up for Dominique. You're going to sit here, Dominique. All right. I'm going to give this to you, not because you're not loud. You don't have to put it that close because it's pretty hot. But did you just clear your voice? I'm about to say, she's about to break it down. So, Dominique, we've never met before?
We've never met.
We've never met before? You've never seen this at all? Who invited you?
My friend Gina.
Gina, wave at me. Oh, Gina. Hey, Gina. Okay, cool. So, I've never met her, right, Gina? No. Okay. And if this doesn't work, I'm sorry. I'm practicing. So, what I want to do is I'm going to show you how I've built this since November the 2nd. Since, if you could turn that down, turn hers down a little bit. Since November the 2nd, when I joined this company, I have not done one presentation. And I am one of the top money earners in the company, in the world right now. And I've accomplished that since November the 2nd. Now, I got positioned in this company like March of last year, but nobody knew I was in. I was hiding because I had another contract and I was making a lot of money and I just wasn't ready to lose that money. And the day I made the announcement, I lost that money. However, I'm super excited about walking away from where I just come from to do this. And yeah, and just so you know, your name again?
Dominique.
Dominique, I want to say Danielle. Dominique, I don't own this company. I don't have any ownership of the company. I don't own a percentage. I don't sit on the board. I don't have any stock in the company. I joined it just like anybody else. So I don't want you to think that I'm coming from a place of authority for the company. So what I say and do is not a representation of this company at all. It's just me, how I feel about it, and this is how I want to share it with people because I'm a professional speaker. I've shared the stage with my mentor, Les Brown. I've done projects with Zig Ziglar before he passed, Dr. John Gray. On my podcast show just a few weeks ago, I had Grant Cardone on my show, Heather Monahan. I mean, some very, very powerful people. I'm doing projects coming up now with Tim Story. We'll be doing some events. I got an event coming up with Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher. So I'm doing, and I've done, worked with Bishop T.D. Jakes. Doing leadership events for him. I have worked with some of the world's most notable individuals under the umbrella of entrepreneurialism. But I have never done a presentation for this company. And here's why. I always think to myself, what would they think if I was the one doing a PowerPoint presentation and blowing them away? And then you find out I'm a professional speaker. And you're driving home like, oh my God, I'm so excited about this new opportunity that I just joined. And the reality starts hitting you. You're like, I can't speak like him. That's why I don't do presentations, because I don't want you to think that you have to know how to speak and be a professional speaker. What I'm about to show you, Helen Keller could have done. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making fun. Helen Keller could literally do what I'm about to do. Go ahead and turn that on, the screen. So one thing I'm going to have to ask you to do, unless you want him to put it in, you're going to have to go put your first, and we're not going to capture your information and keep it. We're just going to use this for an example. Are you cool with that? Okay. So just what's your first name? I'm going to make something up. First name? Now, if I saw that for the first time and I'm sitting on my home or even in an audience like this, I would not click yes in terms of, hey, I'm ready to pull my credit card out. I'm with you on that one. I wouldn't either. But it would be enough information for me to take another step to find out if it's true. Tonight is only designed for you to want to see if we're true. That's all we're doing tonight. It's not our job tonight to close you, to get you to join us. It's just our job to give you enough information and see that it's true. And this is where we have people coming up giving testimonies about what's going on in their business, how long they've been in, how much money they've saved, are they making travel saving bonuses? And I promise you, there are people in this room right now who was her 2 weeks ago. And they already have stories. If you have joined iBuumerang and you've been in for less than 4 weeks and you have already had a travel savings bonus somewhere in your team, raise your hand. Who's that back there? Can't see your face. That's a few people. How long have you been in?
I've been in since January 24th.
January 24th. 2 days later would have been my birthday. You joined on January 24th. How many customers do you have in your team? You have 300 drivers in VibeRide?
Yes, sir.
We haven't even talked about that yet. You don't play around. And you're already seeing from the travel side? Okay. Because they haven't started yet. But you have 300? That's awesome. Well, congratulations on that. I wasn't ready for that one. Wow. So you've been in for 4 weeks? You had no idea this company existed 4 weeks ago, and you've already acquired?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. Now I feel like I got to talk about VibeRide. So VibeRide in Texas, Dallas, and Houston has been launched, and we're launching territories as we're growing. Basically, we're going to show drivers how to make money when they're not driving. Imagine if anybody here drive for Uber or Lyft? Okay, a bunch of you guys. Uber or Lyft? You drive for Uber or Lyft? So you drive for Uber or Lyft or both? Uber, okay. Imagine making money when you're not driving. Are there Uber or Lyft drivers that drive rideshare because of you? Maybe you shared something with them. Do you know anybody who became a member because of you? No, and you have no incentive to share it because you're not financially incentivized. What if you were? She said I would share with everybody. So in the VibeRide, remember in the presentation they talked about PRIP, P-R-I-P. Travel's not really our product. Travel's our sexy product to get you closer. We use travel because it's super sexy. We use travel to get you in the PRIB, the perpetual residual income builder. It's not really our product, but it is our product. But the product is really the PRIB. Amazon. Can anybody tell me how Amazon started? Books. Why ain't nobody talking about that no more? You don't see no Amazon trucks driving down the street with nothing but books in it. They got everything now. Why did they start with books? Because he didn't have a desire for you to learn how to read. He had a desire to learn what you're reading. So you can't think like Blockbusters anymore. Blockbusters was the largest rental movie company on the planet. And there's only one store left. Netflix took them out. Why? Because Netflix was thinking like Holton Bugs. 10 years later, what are people going to be doing? Blockbuster is like arrogant, saying, you can't, we're the big dogs. Do what you want to do. There's never going to be a day where people stop coming to Blockbusters. That's the arrogance. Amazon said, if I know what you're reading, I know what you like. And if you order books from my website for the next 10 years, I'm going to create algorithms that learn you. Now, you never heard a network marketing company maximizing in the algorithm stage or the algorithm platforms or whatever it is. They only thrive off training you how to go sell shampoo. So your customers may quit. You may quit. In our company, if you joined us and you quit, your customers are going to stay. Do you understand what I'm saying? People don't quit free. Especially if it works. So Amazon says, let's figure out what people, what they read, we'll learn who they are, and we'll know what to sell them. You ever picked up your phone and you're like, well, how do they know I like this? They've been studying our patterns for the last 10, 15, 20 years and become the greatest company on the planet. iBuumerang is the first company that's going to do that and share the profits with the masses. So imagine we're learning where you travel. The only way we can learn where you travel is if it works. The only reason you would continue to book travel is because it works. So our company is not in the business of just making money on the booking of travel. They're going to make money on learning the customers and promoting things to them for decades to come. That's just the first arm is travel. The second arm is Vibe Ride. Why? When you travel, we know what airport you're landing at. We know what hotel you're booking into. We know the restaurants that you're frequenting and staying close to based on where you pick your hotel. So we're starting to learn the habits of free customers, and the wealth is shared to us, not just Mr. Bezos, or not just Mark Zuckerberg, or not just all these other entities. They're great entities. They're just not sharing the wealth because they distract us with fun. So we're not thinking, hey, where's my cut? You probably have never thought to yourself, when am I going to get my cut for helping build Facebook? When am I going to get my cut for helping build Instagram? You never thought that before. Because it wasn't designed to make you think that way. It was designed to distract you and let you have fun, let you talk about people, let you talk with people, brag about your lifestyle, your new car, your new puppy, your new girlfriend. And because you're having fun doing it, you're distracted by the fact that there are people making money off of you and you don't even care. We have been desensitized from people making money off of us because it's fun. And there's nothing wrong with that. But don't you want a little bit of revenge? Having fun? Building a network? A free network of people? And it has to work. We can't study the habits of people if it doesn't work. That's how we're so confident that we got the best deals. We're going to give you the best deals because it has to work in order for our customers. So I believe right now we're at over almost 500,000 free customers in less than a year. Almost 500,000 free customers, not one commercial, not one advertisement, nothing other than the fact incentivizing you guys, me, to go out and get free customers. When we first joined, the first time that we actually used our website was when we went to, was it Beverly Hills or? No, I used it when I first, in New York. When I went to go to New York when I stayed out there. And I didn't really understand it. I had joined. I started building a team without using the product, just being very transparent with you. I just had faith and trust in Holton because I know who he is. He's a legend in our industry. And so I just started to build really, really fast. And then I don't remember who I called, but I was like, how do I get to the travel website? I want to, I'm going to be in Manhattan. I want to book a hotel. And I booked a hotel. I'm just being transparent. I went to my normal routine of how I would book it. And then right before I hit enter, something told me, boy, go look at your website to see what the cost is. Now remember, I'm in building mode. I just want to get people in and I'll figure it out later. And I booked it and I saved $2,200 on my first booking. Now, yeah, that savings alone paid for my entire membership for the year and what it cost me to join the business because I came in as a first class. So I knew instantly at that point that even if somebody joined and never built a business, like I was thinking that that's all I wanted to do, if they joined and never built a team and they only focused on getting free customers, can you imagine what the person above me got when I saved $2,200? The person who introduced it to me? Because I'm a customer too. So it worked right off the back. I've never seen anything in the home-based business arena umbrella where it worked right off the back. Typically, you got to drink this, you got to take these pills, you got to wait 6 months before you have your first testimony unless you starve yourself and make up a testimony. But it worked right out of the gate the very first time I used it. So in closing, again, tonight was nothing more other than to show you this exists. What you do with it is totally up to you. I believe that Helen Keller could show somebody this presentation. That presentation is worth millions to me because I finally found a way to make money to shut up, to not talk. And I know that sounds weird to a lot of people, but as a professional speaker, it's hard to duplicate through other people what I do. And I was trained by one of the best in the world. So to duplicate that through other people and expect you to go out and do it, I don't want to put that kind of like obligation on people. But anybody can get people to an interactive presentation that you can spend time on. You can go back and forth. You can play with the income calculator to see, you know, what's realistic to you based on what you would like it to turn into. But the bottom line is, we're iBuumerang, and we're not going anywhere. So, I ask you the question again. When's the best time to get on an airplane? On the ground or in the air? With all that being said, welcome to the family. Those of you guys who are joining us, I'm going to ask the members, the guys, if you guys could just kind of stick around for like maybe 10, 20 minutes. We're going to put all the chairs back and stuff like that. I have no idea what it looked like before I came down here, but somehow we're going to figure out how to put that back. Welcome to iBuumerang. Throw it out there in the universe so it comes back as a blessing to others. God bless you guys. Thank you so much.
Are you trying to find the best deals online when it comes to your travels? I know, it could be a nightmare. Let me save you some time and of course some money. I Go For Less, the one and only platform you need to go and find the best deals online, from flights, hotels, weeks, cruises and more. This is a completely free travel booking platform where you can save up to 70% on your travels. Cool, here's what you've got to do. Step 1, go to bit.ly/travel savings code page. You'll find the link in the description below. Step 2, find and enter the code you see on the page to create your free account. Step 3, start saving, anytime, anywhere, when it is time for you to book your next trip. Pretty simple, right? And did I tell you it is free? And it's also forever to use and to keep. Again, go on bit.ly/travel savings code page, use the code you'll find on the page, and start enjoying your savings.